parents. The son of Abdullah ibn Zubayr, the famous Sahabi, when his father passed away, he said, I am not crying because my father has died, or just because my father has died. I am crying because my easiest door to Jannah has been shut from me. This is why Abdullah ibn Zubayr's son was crying when his father had died. I'm not crying just because he's died. I'm crying because my easiest door to Jannah has now been shut from me. We do not know how long we have with our parents. For those of you whose parents are alive, do whatever you can to please them and make them happy. For those whose parents have moved on, there is much that can still be done. A man came to the Prophet and said, O Messenger of Allah, my mother has died. What can I do to help my mother now that she is dead? Is there anything I can do? The Prophet ﷺ said, Ajal, yes, there's much that you can do. Make dua for her, seek istighfar for her, give sadaqah on her behalf, make udhiyah, go for hajj and umrah, visit her relatives and friends that you would not otherwise visit. So these are things that can be done once your parents have moved on from this world, that we should try our best to do whatever we can. If our parents are with us, then please them and make them happy. If they have moved on, then there is still much that can be done. Sadaqah, zakah, hajj, umrah, being in touch with their family and friends, which is something that most of us don't think about. There are friends and relatives you don't think about, but they would contact them. They would go to their houses. If they've moved on, it's your job now to be in touch with those families, to go and establish relations with them just for the sake of your parents. And one final point of advice, my young brothers and sisters, those of you who are still, mashallah, tabarakallah, young and healthy, teenagers and in college, realize that as you grow older, your greatest regret will always be the bad memories that you have left with your mother and father. You will never be able to take back a harsh word. You will never be able to take back a bad memory. Any time you caused your mother or father distress, it will cause you much grief as long as you live. It is easy to get angry as a young man or woman, but the regret and the memories that remain will be painful for you. So my dear brothers and sisters, remember what Allah has told you in the Qur'an. Don't say uff to them. Don't speak harshly to them, and keep on being kind and generous. وَقُلْ لَهُمَا قَوْلًا كَرِيمًا. You want to earn the pleasure of Allah, you have in front of you two doors, your mother and your father. Please them, and you will enter Jannah, insha'Allah ta'ala. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.